Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mary, and if you're a returning subscriber, I'm so glad you're here and I'm so thankful for all the love and support you give me every single day. So a couple of months ago, I shared with you with something very private and special for my family. I talked about our infertility journey and our IVF treatments. And if you want to check out those videos, I will leave the links down below in my info box. So please go ahead and check them out. There is a tons of information there. I took you with me through the whole journey, and I shared with you about our past treatment and failures and miscarriages and stuff like that. So in the end of October 2019, we started our third IVF cycle for our baby number 2, and today I wanted to make a small update where we are and what we are planning. I am so happy to announce that we are officially starting with our cryo transfer. So I went back to my doctor's office last week, and she wanted just to check on me and see if I'm doing fine. She did an ultrasound, we ran a blood test, and everything looked perfect. My body feels good. I don't have any water in my system anymore. I produced a follicular already myself, and blood looked good as well, and she suggested me to start with a cryo transfer if I feel I'm ready. And in this time of my life, I feel totally ready mentally and physically. I feel fine, and I am ready to face all the difficulties and everything that is ahead of us, because I know it's not gonna be easy, and I don't want to get fixed on getting pregnant because I know it may take time or things can happen. Taking into consideration my past, I know that not everything goes according to your wish and plans. So I'm ready for everything that is to come, but I hope for the best, of course. So if you don't know what cryo transfer means, it's basically an IVF technique of transferring 1 or 2 frozen embryos into the mother's uterus. In our case, we have 10 frozen embryos, and as we have 10 frozen embryos, we decided for a technique called extended culture. So I know I'm gonna say a lot of I'm gonna use a lot of terminology here, and I'm sorry if I pronounce some words incorrectly or I say them maybe incorrectly as you say as a native speaker. English is not my native language, and it is hard enough for me to talk in English and especially use medical terms in their right forms and pronunciation while doing this video. So I'm sorry for any kind of mistakes that I'm gonna make, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I am open to explain you everything that I can. So what extended culture means, it is basically letting the eggs or embryos develop a little bit longer, mostly 5 days, before they will transfer that into the mother's uterus. Normally they take out 2 embryos, frozen embryos, let them in the labor, develop in the labor for 2 days, and then they make a transfer. During the extended culture, they leave them out for 5 days under complete control. They check on the embryos all the time, and then they let them grow to the stage of turning into a blastocyst, and then they transfer that into the mother's uterus. So in this kind of treatment, it makes sense that you take out not 2 but 3 or 4, like depending on the quality of the embryos and the age of the mother. In my case, I'm 33, but I decided for 4 embryos because as we had ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, I am not sure about the quality of embryos. And in Germany, like this is a con for Germany, they don't do any test on the embryos to check on their genetics or anything. They just choose the best ones, the ones that look good, and let them cultivate. But you don't know what kind of embryo is that, if it's with a genetic failure or not. You find it out when you get pregnant, and that is really, really bad. And that's why this kind of procedure makes sense if you live in Europe. They take out 3 or 4, let them like grow 5 days, and if they survive 5 days, then the quality is probably good, but if they don't, then they weren't good. We have done this before, and I got pregnant and miscarried because we had a genetic problem. So even this does not mean that you're gonna give birth to that baby even if you get pregnant. So this time we decided to take out 4 embryos and let them grow in the laboratory for 5 days and see if they turn into blastocysts. Now, as I'm 33 and I'm a healthy woman, we have, I wouldn't say the risk, but the chance that 2 of them will turn into blastocysts, and then I need to decide if I want to have both of them transferred, or I want to transfer only one and the other to freeze the other one. Now, I don't know what kind of decision I'm gonna make. Probably, if that's the case, I will decide for one, even though I wrote in my papers both of them. But now when I think about it, it's not correct, because having 2 blastocysts is already a good sign that they both are of a good quality, but it doesn't mean that both are healthy. So having 2 blastocysts transferred into my body, we have the risk of getting twins or triplets, which will be the perfect scenario case, you know, like the perfect story for me. I would die to get twins, but we also have the risk that one of them can be healthy and the other one can still have a genetic failure, which will lead to tons of complication, like tons of complication. So now on my cold head, when I think I will probably change everything tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually my transfer day, and I'm gonna find out how many of my embryos survived and if they look good, and I will probably make a decision, if that's the case, that only one is being transferred into my uterus. I want to have a safe pregnancy and to have a healthy baby. Really, that's my priority. So tomorrow is my transfer day, so keep your fingers crossed. And there are a couple of things I had to do now for this cycle. Now, on Friday, today when I'm filming, it's Tuesday, and tomorrow the transfer day is Wednesday. So my check-in, I was in my doctor's office on my 13th cycle day, and on my 15th cycle day I had to start with my injection, that is this Brevactid injection. I have shown you this injection before. I showed you how I mixed the solutions together, so I'm not going to show you this one again. So I just have the packaging, like inside is empty already because I did the injection, and this was just to for ovulation, actually, to help the ovulation, which I normally get naturally, but they have to stimulate it, so I had to inject this to get my ovulation on the day and the hour they want. I had to inject this at 10 p.m. in the evening exactly, and then from Saturday on I had to start with this gel applicator. It is called, in Germany we call it Cryo. I don't know how you pronounce it in English. In Germany it is called Cryo, and they are gel applicators looking like this. I have to actually open this one, and then the actual applicator is inside, but I don't want to open this because it should be sterile, because you have to apply it down there. Sorry for the TMI. And actually, if you think, like, for me, in the whole this IVF procedure, this is the worst thing ever, because I get such a rush and irritation, and from this, I'm sorry if this is disgusting, but I think this is an information that I have to share, because some people are actually wondering if it's okay or not, or if this is normal for other people as well, or if the others experience it. So this is something that I felt, even though it is disgusting, but maybe I should talk about that. Cryo is gel applicator for down there. It makes your body think that it's pregnant. It creates this perfect condition for an embryo to stick, but you have to apply it till before the transfer, like 5 days before the transfer, and I have to continue taking this gel till the blood test, till they confirm or not confirm the pregnancy. And if the pregnancy gets confirmed, then I have to continue taking it another 2 weeks till the first ultrasound. So what can I say about this gel? This is the worst part for me because I react on it. Like, I am a sensitive person anyways from nature, and I get a rash and irritation and burning, but this is still okay in comparison to the other medication that my clinic normally prescribes, because the other one I can't take at all. But the other one is also 3 times cheaper than the Crinona, and with this one I can sleep at least through the night. So the other not side effect, like the thing that this Crinona does is like you get not pregnancy, you get period cramps almost all the time, and the more you take, the longer you take, these cramps get more and more and heavier, and like you have a feeling all the time you're gonna get your period, but like it's in the middle of cycle and I know I'm not gonna get my period, and I know this is this gel, it just is a state of getting your period all the time. Like, it's not nice, you know, especially when your pregnancy gets confirmed and you get these cramps all the time. You're like, it gives you anxiety because you think all the time, I'm gonna start bleeding now, I'm gonna lose the baby now, I'm gonna, like, this is just this feeling. It's not unbearable, but it's like uncomfortable, really extremely uncomfortable. And the other thing which will come, I know will come during the time, because it's like 3rd day I'm taking it now, it's okay, but I know the longer you take, the more it gives you this feeling of being pregnant, not feeling mentally, but like on your body, when you get tender breasts and like you get a little bit swollen, maybe a little bit on your belly area and stuff, and it makes you extremely hungry. It makes me extremely hungry. I don't know about you, but I think that's it, because before I took this Crinona, I was eating normally, and when I started with it, I'm again like starving all the time. But this is the only thing about that. It's just very, very uncomfortable, but I have to go through it, and I hope tomorrow everything will be fine. Yes, the other things that I am taking, but I'm not showing it really here because it's like in my kitchen now, are some supplements like iron, magnesium, definitely, because I have a huge deficiency of magnesium and iron. I take vitamin D3, and I ordered now omega-3 and prenatals. I have them, but like I'm running out of them now. I'm waiting for my delivery. Yes, and I'm trying to eat as healthy as possible, and yes, cross your fingers for me for tomorrow, because it's a big day for us. Philip took a day off, and I'm gonna take you tomorrow with me. I'm like, not actually with me, because we are not allowed to film in the clinic. I'm not allowed to do that, and I respect the privacy of the doctors and actually of this procedure, because anyways, if I try to film, I can't show you everything, but at least I will tell you like how it goes and stuff like that, not to make this video too long. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. And if you think that this video is gonna help someone, and if you know someone who is going through the same thing, and you think maybe listening to someone else's story will help this person like I was before, please share this video with them. And if you like this video, give me thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!